I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. And I will kill you, Fjolnir.
Hi friends, welcome to Swim. My name is Gary, and let me talk about you a little bit about this great movie, The Northman. No spoilers. Spoiler alert, no spoilers. No spoilers in this quick review. Man, what a great movie, The Northman. A movie directed by Robert Eggers, the same director from another great movie, The Witch. The Northman is a great epic, a great Viking story that takes place in Iceland. Such a great story, very like a William Shakespeare's tragedy. It was written, in fact, by a poet and novelist from Iceland named Zion, co-written with this director, this great director, Eggers. This movie is such a blast, great landscapes, great photography. The photography will remind you of another great movie by Alejandro González Iñárritu called The Revenant. And pay attention, especially for one scene, one sequence with not cutting, that with not cuts, with a great battle choreography. It's a great sequence, and I think it was inspired by this also this great movie, The Revenant, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu. Eggers did a great job. The cinematography also reminds me of Ridley Scott. You will there's a scene in the trailers. I'm not talking about spoilers. I'm not talking about spoilers here. When you can see in one of the trailers that one kid is doing like this, because he's receiving the snow, and this kind of atmosphere is very, very Ridley Scott, and Eggers did a great job transporting this to a Viking, sometimes surreal world, fantasy world. It reminds me also, and I'm sure it will remind you, this great and classic movie, a masterpiece, Conan the Barbarian. The first Conan starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. What a great movie. And this, The Northman, you can see that it took in a very good way, inspiration from Conan the Barbarian. Some say it also pays tribute, if you can say it like that, to movies like The Vikings, starring Kirk Douglas, a very old movie but a great movie. And I also thought about Macbeth with Fassbender, the one that in the X-Men movies is Magneto. Macbeth was a great movie from William Shakespeare's play. Also, this movie has that atmosphere from The Green Knight, and but it's a whole movie on its own. But it's this same atmosphere. If you like this kind of movies, well, you're going to get a blast with The Northman. And The Northman is starring Alexander Skarsgård. He is playing the role of Almed. And also featured is this great actress or actor called Anya Taylor-Joy. You will remember this great actress, this young actress or young actor, from these Shyamalan's great movies. For example, glass, glass or split. That girl is the one you are going to see in this movie. Also, Björk. Björk was born in Iceland, and she's acting as a witch. A very significant role for Björk in this movie. Um, in this movie, you will also enjoy the performance of Nicole Kidman. Let me tell you, my friends, that Nicole Kidman, I find her off because of her constant surgeries, face surgeries and botoxing. It's very harmful for an actor to do that kind of things. I do not understand. I remember Bill Burr, the comedian, that says that if you want to look like a 23-old lizard, it's okay. But please, what's wrong with this? What is the matter with these kind of things about these faceliftings? Well, but let me tell you that Nicole Kidman did a great job in this movie. You will find, well, this movie has a great sound design, a great soundtrack, music. You will find great cinematography. As I told you, very like Ridley Scott's movies, and very similar to this cinematographer, El Borrego Lubezki, Emmanuel Lubezki, the one who did the photograph for, or the cinematography for The Revenant. This great movie starred by Leonardo DiCaprio and directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu. You will find the same atmosphere, and it's great. It's really great. The landscapes are amazing. The story is amazing. You will be surprised. It is not the same, let's say, Conan the Barbarian transported to a Viking island, Icelandic story. No. This has its story of its own. You will remember Conan the Barbarian. No one has beaten Conan the Barbarian, the first one, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I was telling you that you will enjoy a sequence with no cuts, featuring a great battle scene, a great choreography, very complex. And I think that Eggers was inspired by The Revenant, by Alejandro González Iñárritu. Very well done, great scene. What else? William Dafoe is there. As always, he's a great actor. You will remember him because he played Jesus Christ in The Last Temptation of Christ, directed by Martin Scorsese. Music by Peter Gabriel. Awesome movie, awesome soundtrack. And William Dafoe is also the Green Gnome in the Spider-Man movies. What else? Well, be ready to be blessed. Be ready to enjoy a great movie. And this is the kind of movies that you want to see in a theater. It's not the same to stream these kind of movies. It's not the same. I don't know, if you have a great movie theater set at home, okay, but it's not the same. And in these days, these kind of movies are produced, are filmed to be projected in these new type of screens. But the experience of watching these kind of movies in a theater is unbeatable. So please enjoy The Northman. What a great movie. I will recommend you not to talk in a movie, not to use your mobile, your cell phone. Enjoy the movie. Let yourself be immersed in the story. That's the real cinema experience. The Northman, well, it's a very good movie. What else? What else? I have my notes here. I think I've told you overall the things that I noticed that are very relevant to this movie. If you haven't seen The Witch, I really recommend you to do so. It's more than a terror or a horror movie, but it's a great psychological horror movie. And you will find some symbolism, some things that are very appealing to this director, and some things that he used in The Witch. He's using them, some a few elements. He's using them again in The Northman. It has a message. You can think about it. You can reflect about it. Mostly in these times. In one scene, they talk about Christianity and they talk about how Christians give adoration to a corpse in a piece of wood. That's more or less how they present this image of Christianity in the context of a Viking movie. And well, it's very interesting that in these days for the world and for the Christian world, and I think to the whole world, you can watch a movie where these kind of topics are sent in a very subtle way. It's not the deal with the movie. It has nothing to do with the story of the movie, but you will find this very interesting. And because of how cultures see another culture, how a culture can decode a symbol. For example, in this case, the Messiah on the cross. Well, I'm not talking about. I'm going in another direction. I digress. Well, thank you very much, guys. Gary here. If you like this kind of topics, please subscribe. Give me a like if you like it, and comment. What do you think about this movie? Do you think it's better than the Conan the Barbarian? Do you think that it's competed with Conan the Barbarian? What do you think of this movie? Go and see it in your nearest theater. Enjoy it. The Northman. What a great movie. I will avenge you, father. I like the way they talk in these kind of movies.
Yes, mother. Mother, I will save you, mother, and I will kill you, Furlir. Fjölnir.
Thank you. This is Swim. If you enjoy these kind of topics, please give me a like, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. What do you think about movies, music, bands, albums? Thank you very much. Gary Bit here.